Today on CTV News at 5, a brutal cold snap and a big snowfall. A 1-2 weather punch that's incoming for this weekend. The latest on getting ready for some potentially dangerous conditions. Plus, never too late. A heads up about flu shots, even as we move through the peak of sickness season. And looking for loving homes, an unusually high number of pups that will one day change lives as service dogs, sparking a call to the community. This is CTV News at 5 for Friday, January 23rd. And first at 5 on this Friday, the topic we're already talking about, the extreme cold that is here, but the additional cold that's on its way. If you think today was brutal, just wait until the weekend. CTV's Jeff Pickle live outside on our patio tonight. Jeff, some urgency tonight for those who help our communities most vulnerable at a time like this. Okay, you know what? We've lost Jeff Pickle's mic, so I'm going to run through the details of Jeff's story, and that has to do with the region of Waterloo's overnight warming centers. 2 of them open, one in Kitchener, one in Cambridge. We are hearing tonight that they are both over capacity. St. John's Soup Kitchen also going to be opening at night as well, just to keep up with demand.
But as soon as we started getting beyond our current capacity, we saw people pressing to get to the front of the line, more altercations, and it was it's terrifying that the scarcity of just needing to get inside creates such tension within our community that it freaks people out that they might miss out on the service that really everyone should have access to.
And the message is that more space is needed to handle the number of people in need of shelter, especially as we head into this weekend and deal with these extreme cold warnings that Environment Canada has out. Jeff Pickle is going to take a closer look at what's going on in the shelter system and those who are trying to help the most vulnerable coming up at 6. Meanwhile, we touched on it. Another big snowfall expected later this weekend. And the message here is be patient while crews who've been working almost nonstop to clear the way continue their work. The City of Kitchener says they've been deploying crews repeatedly and for longer time periods, and that's put a lot of pressure on those who are doing the work, and it's put a pressure on resources as well. Based on a 5-year average, Kitchener typically sees 5 snow events per winter season. This winter, they've declared snow events 7 times. In Cambridge, one resident tells us something that many others have been noticing. Despite plows going by numerous times, streets are still covered with built-up snow, and further plowing doesn't really seem to be helping with that.
I completely understand making sure the main arteries and the main roads and the main throughway through our subdivision is looked after in a timely and efficient manner. I would expect by 48 hours after a snow event that our roads and our community are safe and easy to maintain.
So, some frustrations, but coming up at 6, CTV's Colton Weens also has more on the expectations and the messages from cities when it comes to road clearing. All right, we covered weather quite a bit already. We're going to get into it a little bit more with Ashley, who's inside at a bit of a warmer location tonight to bring us the forecast at the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. Yep. Ash, the Rangers, of course, getting set for a home game tonight against the Owen Sound Attack, and it's a special night.
That's right, Tony. And I mean, things are quiet right now, but it is going to be very lively in just an hour or so. We're here for 90s night, as you said, so it's going to be a busy one with Bounce Radio and some awesome fans that won some tickets through the contest that bounce ran. We'll get into that a little bit later, but really the big news today is all of this cold weather, which you just touched upon with Jeff and Colton, and we will like to see some of these boards now, because we are dealing with lots to talk about with extreme cold, wind chill values near -33 expected overnight, accompanied by 50-kilometer-an-hour wind gusts. Now that's expected to go through until Saturday morning. With temperatures this low, frostbite can develop within minutes, so you want to make sure you are covering up. Now looking at this second board, yellow warnings for snow squall in Wyerton and that Tobermory, Mount Forest area, an additional 10 to 15 centimeters. Of course, this is going to cause reduced visibility with blowing snow and 60-kilometer-an-hour wind gusts. In that blowing zone, you're going to see around 5 to 10 centimeters. So it is going to be a messy one out there. Right now in Waterloo Region, we're sitting at -17, feeling closer to -25 with the wind chill, Tony. But we'll get into more details on how that's going to last, as well as all the fun here at 90s night a little later.
Ash, you and I love 90s music, so I cannot wait to find out a little more about 90s night. We'll check back with you at the odd in just a little bit, that's for sure. Ashley Bacon joining us live. And back with more CTV News at 5 in a moment.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. ctvkitchener.ca, your home for news.
In Australia, an autopsy has found evidence consistent with drowning in the death of a Canadian teen who was found on a beach earlier this week. The preliminary report also says that dingo bites are not likely to have caused the death of Piper James. Her body was discovered surrounded by a number of the wild dogs. Officials are now awaiting pathology results. That's expected to take several weeks. The 19-year-old from Campbell River, BC, was in Australia for a backpacking trip with a friend. A rally in Toronto today calling out the province's decision to order public servants back to the office.
Hey, hey, ho, ho! RTO has got to go! Hey, hey, ho, ho!
Ontario Public Service Employees Union members recited chants against the return to office mandate. OPSU President JP Hornick says the decision requiring 5 days in-person work was imposed without consultation and says it doesn't benefit Ontarians or civil servants.
These workers' voices have been ignored. We have over 10,000 alternative work accommodation forms that have gone in as a result of this ridiculous mandate, forcing people back to work 5 days a week, acting like they haven't been working 5 days a week for years. The hybrid work works. There is no need for this new mandate to force people back into offices that in some cases don't even exist.
Premier Ford has said he wants government employees back into the office full-time so they can be mentored and can collaborate. Meanwhile, the Ontario Hospital Association is warning that more cuts could be coming as the system battles a $1 billion deficit while also facing a provincial order to balance their budgets over 3 years. The head of the association, Anthony Dale, says core inpatient services and consolidating programs could be possibilities to be looked at. Hospitals were told to immediately implement any low-risk, cost-saving moves they could come up with, but Dale says that's already been happening. After a spike in flu activity over the holidays, the number of cases in Waterloo Region has started to go down. There were 16 lab-confirmed cases the week of January 11th to the 17th. That's the latest week for which numbers are available. But public health warns there can be more than one peak in a flu season, and says it's not too late to get a shot, especially if you may be around someone who is elderly, or if there's a new baby in the family, or you have plans to travel. There are still several weeks left of the flu season.
We may see a pickup, but we will continue to see virus circulation even at these lower levels throughout, probably until about April.
Flu shots are still available around the region, including at pharmacies. Well, you could call this a baby boom of future service dogs. National Service Dogs in Cambridge is looking for some love for 19 puppies who will one day be life-changing companions. The agency says this is a higher than usual number of pups for them to have all at once, and they'll soon be ready to spend a year with volunteer dog raisers before they're officially put into service. National Service Dogs provides the food, the veterinary care, and the support for people who decide to be raisers in their homes. The biggest must-have on the list for those volunteer raisers is the willingness to show these pups some love.
There's nothing that you need to be a puppy raiser. You just need to have time and patience and a commitment to helping raise these little guys for the first year of their life. But there's no dog experience needed, no other requirements sort of that way. Just the time and love to give to these guys.
And we should note these cute companions go on to help a variety of people, from children with autism to military service members and first responders who are living with PTSD. Before they spend a year with the volunteer raisers who are being sought right now, they currently spend 8 weeks with volunteers like Jennifer Gibb, who says helping prepare the dogs at this very early stage for their eventual service life is deeply rewarding, despite the sadness that can come with only having them temporarily.
Just that it's been a wonderful experience, and don't let the reality of having to say goodbye to a dog stop you from doing it, because Doug and myself do it because we know that there are clients out there that really need these dogs. When we think of people that have PTSD from the military or first responders and they haven't been able to leave the house, and when they get one of these NSD dogs, they're able to leave their house and be more involved in the community. So with that in mind, we just continue supporting NSD in terms of volunteering and financially supporting them as well. And they're so cute, darling. And they're so cute, yes.
Isn't that the truth? Anyone interested in volunteering can reach out to National Service Dogs in Cambridge. By the way, they've also got volunteer opportunities in other roles, including drivers or just helping out at fundraising events. Well, speaking of events, you can test your music knowledge at Music Bingo tonight, British Invasion Edition. This is happening at Rural Roots Brewing in Cambridge. Starts at 7:30. Reservations are encouraged.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
I'm Angie.
And I'm Sarge with Bounce 99.5's 4K Double Play.
We're giving away $4,000 for 2 songs back to back.
Listen weekdays 6A to 6P for back-to-back songs from the artist of the day.
Then go to bounce995.ca for your chance to win.
All right, back to Ash now at the Odd in Kitchener. The Rangers going to be hosting Owen Sound tonight. Always fun to get out to the Odd on a Friday night, Ash, but also because tonight, with our friends at Bounce 99.5, it's 90s night. I love the idea of this. I mean, Bounce, we know, has a lot of great 90s music, but we're going to be living the 90s tonight at the Odd.
Oh, man, who doesn't need the 90s twice in their life, right, Tony? I mean, we were all there for Jagged Little Pill, and I think we'll take round 2 of that.
Okay.
Of course, Sarge and Angie Hill joining me live here from the Odd tonight. Guys, it's 90s night here. And first, I want to talk a little bit about what is happening here. So you had some fans enter a contest.
That's right. We had you had to listen for the Sound of the Rangers theme, Let's Go Rangers, and then text us at 321-321, and then we drew a winner every day. So a pair of tickets to come and join us here in the Blue Line Club.
Oh, well, this is going to be an extra fun night for them, of course. Now, Angie, I mean, we both lived through the 90s. Let's talk about some of our highlights. You know, do you have a 90s era highlight?
Okay, I do, because I was working at Lulu's mid-90s, and Train, the band Train, actually had one of their first Canadian performances at Lulu's.
That's awesome. And of course, Lulu's is now our home.
I know, I know. It's so great. You can actually see my dignity out back sometimes if you look real close.
Oh my gosh, Angie. Now, let's talk about, obviously, what, like Tony said, what is better than a bit of hockey and some great music and some great vibes on a Friday night? Obviously, it's cold outside. Just some thoughts on being in here in the barn.
It's actually warmer outside than it is inside, because you got to keep it really refrigerated to keep that ice nice and crisp down there.
Well, on that, I think Sarge is fibbing a little bit, because my goodness, it's a bit cold out there at the moment.
It is a lot cold out there, you know, running from the car to this, I can't wait to get into the arena where it's warm.
Well, we'll check back in with you guys during our 6 o'clock program. But for now, Tony, we do have to get back to our weather because, as you guys mentioned, it's really cold out there. Let's take a look at some of the alerts boards that we're facing this afternoon. Having a look at Environment Canada's extreme cold tonight, we're at wind chill values near minus 33 expected. Wind gusts up to 50 kilometers an hour. And frostbite, of course, can develop within minutes when it is that cold outside. Now, the second alerts board, Environment Canada issuing a snow squall warning, an extension, rather, of the snow squall warning. This has been ongoing for the whole week up in Wyerton, Mount Forest, Tobermory. You're looking at another 10 to 15 centimeters of snow. That is going to last through to Friday night. Now, in that small gray zone near Kitchener-Waterloo, that's a blowing snow advisory. Of course, we've had about 5 centimeters of snow fall today, and that is going to make road conditions worse. It's going to make driving conditions, visibility hard. Do take care if you're out on the roads. Now, looking at our futurecast, this is the band of precipitation that's just staying put. It doesn't seem to want to move on. However, by Saturday night in Kitchener-Waterloo, we're going to start to see some clear skies by Saturday morning, rather, and then through to Saturday night, we're going to have a relatively clear day. But as you can see, by 3 a.m. early Sunday morning, a new system is creeping its way up through the region. We're expecting around 10 to 15 centimeters of snow for that one. So we are not quite out of the woods when it comes to winter yet. Right now in Kitchener-Waterloo, minus 17. It is a cold one out there. Now that is before the wind chill. With the wind chill, it feels closer to minus 28 at the moment. That is too cold for comfort for this reporter. All right, overnight conditions, we're going down to minus 22, feeling closer to that minus 30 range, and we're expecting around 2 centimeters of snow. Tomorrow, good news is the sun is expected to make an appearance, but the bad news is minus 13 is the expected high. Back in 2011, we reached a minus 23.8 overnight low. Let's see how low we can go tonight. We might even beat that record. All right, first at 5, Waterloo Region forecast. As you can see on that board there, Saturday overnight, very cold conditions continuing, an expected low of minus 21. That snow is coming back into play for Sunday with a high of minus 11. Flurries continuing throughout the start of your work week with highs of just minus 9, Tony. So we've got to get through the cold tonight, and I know how to do that, and that's to dance to a little bit of 90s music.
Oh, some great 90s music. Yeah, it's funny. I was just thinking of that phrase that you see some people saying, Ash. I would take a gently used 1996 over a brand new, shiny 2026 any day. So tonight will speak to that spirit, won't it?
I love that, Tony. Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I wouldn't mind a couple of 1996 days for sure.
You got it. All right. Ashley Bacon will check back in with you at the odd in a little while. Checking what's trending, you've probably heard of hit Canadian TV show Heated Rivalry. It's become a massive hit all around the world. Well, a former University of Guelph hockey player had the chance to hit the ice during the show's filming to offer his expertise. Jonah DeSimone stepped in as a body double for actor Hudson Williams to film some of those intricate hockey scenes when it comes to high-level skating, scoring, and passing, which went beyond the skill level of the actor. DeSimone said Williams was dedicated, though, to get everything right.
For the All-Star sequence and one of the first 2 episodes, I spent like an hour working with Hudson on how would it look when I'm shooting.
Great story. CTV's Spencer Turcotte brings us more on this coming up at 6. And speaking of hockey, former Toronto Maple Leaf Mitch Marner will be back in Toronto tonight, but as a Vegas Golden Knight.
Don't want to look back anymore. Don't want to look in the past. I feel like if you look back, you'll not focus on what's in front of you. So it's another hockey game to just go out there and play and, try to do what you usually do to help win a hockey game.
A lot of booing for sure.
Why is that?
I don't know, just hometown kid, everyone thought he'd, retire here, left. I don't think the fans liked it very much, so.
I think there'll be people that love him and miss him, and I think there'll be people that don't like him, and I'm sure a jersey or 2 will be thrown.
Nobody likes losing their hometown hero, right? So everybody was a big Marner fan. He left on his own terms. We would have liked to have got something in return with the Rantanen trade, maybe if he had accepted that.
The Leafs lost their last match against the Golden Knights in Vegas last week, 6-5 in overtime. And still ahead on CTV News at 5, a legging fiasco. Lululemon restocks shelves with its Get Low line following customer complaints. More on that next. In our digital dive tonight, 5 arrests over scrap metal thefts in Cambridge. Regional police launching an investigation this month after a series of thefts from a business on Goddard Crescent. Total loss estimated to be more than $100,000. Our online team has you covered with all the details of this investigation. Just scan the QR code in the bottom left corner of your screen or head over to our website, ctvnewskitchener.ca. And checking our final 5 stories, former Canadian Olympic snowboarder Ryan Wedding has been arrested in Mexico City. The 44-year-old's accused of being behind one of the most violent drug trafficking organizations. He was wanted by the FBI for allegedly running an organization responsible for importing about 60 tons of cocaine a year into the U.S. The FBI held a news conference this morning with details. A pre-holiday spending spree. New data from Stats Canada says retail sales up 1.3% in November to $70.4 billion. Sales were up in 8 of 9 subsectors, led by increases in food and beverage sales. Lululemon's new Get Low line is available again after customers complained. That forced the company to pull the collection temporarily. Shoppers were complaining the new leggings have thin fabric and were see-through while bending or squatting. The issue sent the yoga wear maker's shares down on Tuesday. The product is now back on the store's website with a note suggesting that customers size up and pair the leggings with skin tone seamless underwear. Well, family, friends, and fans bid farewell to famed fashion designer Valentino today in Rome. Actress Anne Hathaway, publisher Anna Wintour, designer Donatella Versace, just some of the celebrities paying their respects. Valentino died Monday at the age of 93. After rising to the heights of fashion, innovating luxury style, and a new color he brought the world known as Valentino Red.
Perfect, so we're gonna go down into a squat. Oh my God, no.
And they literally ripped.
And hey, it's Will back on the 5 o'clock show once again. But this is a bit of a blooper yesterday on CTV in Ottawa. Will discovered why you don't wear a suit while doing squats. Yep, ripping the pants during a segment on Your Morning in Ottawa. That is something we all would have laughed about together with Will, so we thought we'd bring it to you as well. That's our time. Thanks for watching. We will have more local news coming up tonight at 6. In the meantime, it's over to Heather Butts in the National Newsroom.